Have you ever really thought about what it means to live an extraordinary life? Most of us would think it's the kind of life where you can hang out with celebrities, buy all the fancy clothes and cars, have millions of followers on social media, and make tons of money. And I used to think that too. But what if I told you that living an extraordinary life has nothing to do with fame, fortune, or your follower count? To understand, we have to go back to 2003, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There I was, 30 years old, living with my parents, feeling like a complete loser, thinking my life, it's over. Sure, we had brief moments of glory for me. I started a dream job on Wall Street and running side hustles from my apartments in New York and Philly. I was living like there was no tomorrow, wasting money on the fast life and fancy things. So when the unexpected setbacks happened, it all hit the fan. And I mean it hit it fast. After years of chasing the extraordinary life, I went completely broke. I lost my job, my apartments, my car, and yes, even my dignity. It was very embarrassing to say the least. I didn't want to face my friends or my family, but I gradually pulled myself up, and with a little bit of dignity that I had, I found myself a new job and I pressed on. Going back to the corporate world felt like a grind. My talents were underutilized. The pay was mediocre, and the job was just freaking boring. The temptation for me was try to go back and reclaim everything that I once had. But that was all gone. I know what I had to do. I had to focus on the future. So I spent a lot of time figuring myself out. Why was I so unhappy? What is it that I wanted out of life? What skills and talents do I have that I can utilize? What kinds of things was I curious about that I could explore? And then, something amazing happened. I realized that my soul that had died was slowly coming back to life. For the first time in a while, I was actually enjoying myself. Sure, the job still sucked, but there was no stress and no drama. My life seemed very, shall I say, normal. I wasn't focusing on making money or buying material things. I wasn't looking for an important job title to make me feel like I was important. I was hanging out with friends, pursuing some passion projects, looking to other business ventures that I actually enjoyed, and I was chasing my curiosities, learning new skills, but most importantly, I was meeting new people and expanding my circle. One of those people is now my wife, and since then, things have just gotten better and better every year. I can honestly say that my life is extraordinary now for sure, but it's not what most of us think that means. It's not something that can be achieved just by working hard and focusing on success. Something more deliberate, something that slowly surfaces over time as you discover yourself. It's what happens when you enjoy the journey of life with all the ups and downs. It's the satisfaction you get when you chase your curiosity, when you lean into new things, when you let go of trying to control everything and you put your faith in God and let Him direct your path. The extraordinary life is what you experience when you take risks and step into the unknown areas of life. It's what happens when you stop worrying about money and instead look for memories and adventures. I'm no longer that 30-year-old living in my parents' sofa. I've lived a full life and I learned a lot. I found purpose and fulfillment in my journey of life. Most of all, the extraordinary life is what happens when you stop being influenced by our society's infatuation with power and prestige and instead look beyond the curated selfies and false narratives of the internet and look inwards at yourself. And now that I know what it means to live an extraordinary life, I want you to have one too. That's why I've been working on a book that gives you the exact framework that I use to transfer my definition of success and build genuine fulfillment. You can sign up for my free newsletter down below, be the first to know about it, and get some helpful insights in the meantime. Link is in the description.